for coming out for a wonderful day to honor our good friend and terrific poet, Marty Silverthorne. I'm going to read this first poem here in just a moment, and then I'll introduce Malika, who will introduce Jaki, and then we'll have folks reading poems. And we'll sort of go in the order that you want to go, meaning that we'll say who wants to go next, and we'll check you off, or I'll call your name, or we'll get you all to get up here and read your poems. And we think that Marty might feel like reading one or two. Yeah? Okay, so maybe towards the end, we'll get Marty up here, and then Shelby's going to be our grand finale, because nobody wants to come after Shelby and follow that act. And maybe we'll get Nin to sing a little bit with Shelby. Okay? We're good? All right. So the poem I'm going to read is called Getting the Holy Ghost at R.A. Fountain, which is this place. And this is a poem that Marty wrote based on his having seen a Malthus Brothers concert here. Some of you might know the Malthus Brothers. Like Lightning Wells, they're from Goldsboro. And like Lightning Wells, they travel all around the country and the world playing music. They play old-time country music, and you'll get that in this poem that Marty uses to also recall his family while he's imagining a scene that never really occurred here, but except in the poet's mind. Okay, so again, this is called Getting the Holy Ghost at R.A. Fountain by Marty Silverthorne. Daddy's dead, but not tonight, off exit 63 at R.A. Fountain General Store, reared back in an old church pew. Stage lights fall on empty mics, upright piano, thumping bass. The steel picks up, rings around the general store, in and out of a nail keg, across worn frets of a ladder back. The young crooner cries, walks across Texas. Daddy dances in the Sea of Galilee. Mama pats her foot and hums. The tenor sets Acuff's speckled bird flying. Daddy can't be held down by dirt. Runs the aisles in R.A. Fountain, dances with axe, maul, handsaws. It's Mama's music too. The young boy pulls his hat off, slicks back black hair. He's Elvis, turning a hymn into a hunk of heaven. Mama rises from the pew, shouts, "Who are these children bringing the dead out of the dark? They must be Moses' children, bringing us from our own Folsom." The spotlight falls on Mike's at rest after waltzing Luke the Drifter over oiled hardwood. Daddy came back from the drink box with a Coke, Tom's Peanuts, a cone of hand-churned chocolate ice cream for Mama. He dropped peanuts down the slender neck of the bottle, baptizing them in dark syrup. Mama savored chocolate from the cone. If Mama's heart had windows, you'd see a house of broken panes. Daddy and Mama raised their hands, grasping a lifeline, a saint pulling them into salvation, as if they saw the light and were lifted on the wings of a snow-white dove. I met Malika with her daughter was being confirmed. Is that what they were? Dedicated. I'm sorry. What Unitarians do to young people. Okay. They dedicated our son Silas.
That's what we do.
Different from us Presbyterians now. We've gone over to the lighter side. Okay. But anyway, I've known Malika for a real long time. She is the inaugural Heart of Pamlico Poet Laureate, and she was installed last year. So we have 3 Poets Laureate with us today.
I'm like a pioneer.
Yeah, so you're the Heart of Elmar. You're like good. Yeah. Okay. So she's going to come up here and introduce Jaki Shelton Green, who's is our state poet laureate, although weather keeps getting in the way of her installations. I think it was a hurricane first and snow last, and we're not even thinking about what happens next. This is Malika King Albright, please.
I wanted to say something quickly about the Heart of Pamlico Poet Laureate position. Marty had my vote. He was one of 3 finalists, and when he dropped out due to health concerns, I was stunned because I had already written what I wanted to say, which is my vote is for Marty. Those of you who know Marty, I'm going to say something you already know. Besides being an amazing poet, he's a generous human being. And the whole way I heard about the Heart of Pamlico laureate position was through Marty. He has a huge mailing list. If you're on it, you know about everything that's happening in this area. I'd like to just read Marty's poem that I really, really love. I'm going to try to do it justice. This is from Word and Witness, 100 Years of North Carolina Poetry, edited by Sally Buckner. And actually, I had gotten this out, and I found a letter from Sally Buckner. So thank you, Marty. You're always bringing me gifts. Barrel of Prayer. Grandmother, if I could fold myself into hallelujah folds, I would press my palms into steeples, unfold arthritic fingers and knuckles, cursed by whiskey's time and tap, in the rhythm of God, if I could fold myself in prayer. Grandmother, if I could bend myself into your beliefs, I would bow into blessings, deliver us from the cross you are convicted to. If I could help you by knuckling in prayer, I would press my elbows into the pew and give grace and hallelujahs if I could bend myself to believe. But grandmother, all I have are humble whispers that echo from my chest, and bound to this cripple's chair, it is hard to put to sound your bucket of blessings, your pail of promises and sweet prayer. I shall sing, as long as hallowed be thy name, as long as hallowed be thy name.
I don't think it's on, Al.
It's on, it's not.
I was always told I was loud as a child. This is not loud at all. Sorry, I apologize. Okay, a little bit better? No, still not? Okay, it's the mic then. Sorry. I wrote a poem. Alex asked me to write a poem for Marty, and so I did. And Marty, this is with apologies. I stole a lot of words from your own poems, and I also took some from Joseph Bathanti, did a review of your book. So the title is Jackhammer Beats on Old 64. If you know Marty, you'll recognize some of this. Marty brings us sweet tea and whiskey, takes us to worship at Iris's church of tanning on a tailgate, all long dark hair and breast, where God and sex are both three-letter words for heaven. Brandishing his living will and his will to live, still hot from the forge, he lights the roof red hot as an afternoon sun in August. Marty's burning up the air with poems, scattering his eyes at all they've seen around the bell-bottom cypress and the river birch. On fire with his words, he says, just roll with it on all 8 wheels with nowhere to go. So if I make a mistake once, I'd like to go ahead and do it again. So I wrote a poem for Jaki to introduce her. If you don't already know her, Jaki Shelton Green is our North Carolina Poet Laureate. The title of this poem is Inner Magic. It was not hard to find that title because that's what I think of when you enter a room. Again, stole your words, put them in here. Inner Magic. She is the messenger, the wise woman in her veins flows, sings over river rocks, beneath the willows, the oaks, the river birch. Beside the butterfly weed and the blue mist flower, sings, we are the water, we are the sky, we are the land, we are each other's. She knows the language of paper, linen, burlap, and speaks with the weight of stones. She will keep us dancing for another day. Jaki.
So I just want to know that you're going to speak these words when I'm laid out. I still don't think this thing is over. It is?
Yeah.
So I've had this wonderful pleasure of knowing Marty for a very long time. And Marty and I have shared and experiences a lot of joys and a lot of sorrows. More joy than sorrow, I would say. And Marty keeps me honest. And Marty and I send each other poems. We've been sending each other poems in the mail, and now we do email forever. So I'm going to read 2 of Marty's poems. Bleach, Mama, remember bleach. We have come home, Mama, the three of us, me crippled as a cane, knee baby's breath burning with bourbon, baby boy's nervous hands. We have come, Mama, to claim our dusty inheritance, read the last testament, put diamonds you left in Ziploc bags, and wonder what to do with this house of stains. Baby boy looks for something to clean up our history and finds under the sink gallons and gallons of bleach. Clorox bleach. Clorox, the way we spelled bleach. 3 months and 2 hours since you drew your last breath. What breath could not clean then, it cannot clean now. Bleach could not clean the bathroom stain of your closet smoking. Bleach could not clean black spots from the hot boxes of your lungs. Could not clean daddy's infidelities from your bluest irises. Bleach, Mama. Did it get the tea stains out of your false teeth? The hard water stains out of daddy's work shirts? He's been dead 5 years. Why do you need 5 gallons of bleach? Bleach, Mama. We need bleach while separating your trinkets, cleaning the indignities of death. But we cannot cleanse ourselves or scrub your suffering out of the knotty pie. What should we use, Mama? What about Murphy's oil soap? It smells clean and shines, not sour and dull like death. Mama, is this bleach to clean cancer's memorabilia, morphine mask, or scrub deep in the grouted tile for nicotine angels? Mama, before you and Daddy rode hospital beds to your death, this was a garage we scrubbed with bleach, puppy stains, grease from motorcycle chains. Mama, we cleaned, we bleached everything, but cannot clean the scars this Sunday. You must have prayed for bleach to wash away your fear of lightning when thunderheads rolled over Fanny's hole and power outages meant no oxygen, no air. No air meant death.